Travis, come here, baby. Sit down and eat your breakfast.
Mama, this is Friday. They're coming tomorrow?
Get your man of money and just eat your breakfast, Travis.
This is the morning we're supposed to bring the 50 cents to school.
I got with this stand this morning.
Teacher say we have to.
I don't care what teachers say, I got it. Just eat your breakfast, Travis.
I'm eating.
How's up now and just eat.
You think grandmama would have it?
No, I want you to stop asking your grandmother for money. And just eat your breakfast, you hear me?
Really? I don't ask her. She just give me sometimes.
Travis, feel out younger. You got too much on me this morning to
Maybe
be...
Daddy?
Travis!
You know the check is coming tomorrow.
That's Mama's money. It's for her to decide how she wants to use it. I don't care if she wants to buy a new house or a rocket ship or just a nail. It's up somewhere. It's hers, not ours. Hers.
No, ain't that fine? You just got mama interest at her, ain't you, girl? You such a nice girl. But if mama got that money, she would put a few thousand to help you through the school, can't she?
I never asked anyone around here to do anything for me.
No. And the lines between asking and just accepting is big and wide, ain't it?
What do you want from me, brother? That I quit school or just drop them? Which?
No, I don't want nothing but for you to stop acting along, hurry around here. Me and Ruth done made some sacrifices for you. Why can't you do something for family?
Walter, you're dragging me in.
You worried it. Don't you get up and work in somebody's kitchen for the last 3 years to help put clothes on her back?
Oh, Walter, it doesn't fair.
It ain't nobody expects you to down your knees and say, thank you, brother. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Mama. And thank you, Travis, for wearing same pair of shoes through 2 semesters.
Well, I do. All right. Forgive me. Thanks, everybody. And forgive me for ever wanting to be anything at all. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me.
Stop it, your mama will hear you.
Who the hell you had to be a doctor? Girl, if you sick or you want to be, you're crazy about sick people, then you just to be a doctor. Or just get married and be quiet.
Well, you got it said. After 3 years, you got it said. Walter, give up. And leave me alone. That's Mama's money.
He was my father too.
Be frightened me, Ruth. My children.
You got good children, Lena. They're just little off sometimes, but they're good.
No, there is something come down between me and them that I don't know what is it. One done almost lost his mind, thinking about money all the time, and other than comment to talk something that I cannot understand in no form or fashion. What is it? That is changing, Ruth.
No, you're taking it too seriously. You got strong wild children, and it takes a strong woman like you to keep them in hand.
They spirited alright, my children. Got to admit, they got spirit. Just like this old plant that ain't never had enough sunshine or nothing. And look at it.
You sure love that little old things, don't you?
Well, I always wanted me a garden like I used to see at the back of the house's hometown. The plant is close as I ever had to having one. Lord, I'm nothing as dreary as the view from this window on a dreary day. Is there? Why are you singing this morning, Ruth? Sing that No Ways Tired. That song is always lifts me up so... Ruth! Ruth! Honey! What is the matter with you? Ruth!
Son, I feel like talking to you tonight.
About what?
Oh, about a lot of things. About you and what kind of man you're going to be when you grow up. Son, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Bus driver.
What? That and nothing you want to be.
Why not?
Cause man, that ain't big enough. You know what I mean.
I don't know then. I can make up my mind. Sometimes Mama asks me that too, and sometimes when I tell her, I just want to be like you. She says she don't want me to be like that, and sometimes she says she does.
You know what, Travis? In 7 years old, you're gonna be 17 years old. And the things is very big different with us. That's one day, when you're 17 years old, I'll come home from office downtown somewhere.
You don't work in the office, Daddy?
No, but after tonight. After what your daddy gonna do tonight. There will be offices. A whole lot of offices.
What you gonna do tonight, Daddy?
You won't understand yet, son. But your daddy gonna make a transaction. A business transaction that will change our lives. That's how come one day, when you're about 17 years old, I'll come home and I'll be very, very tired. You know what I mean? After I had several conferences and the secretaries will be getting wrong of the hand what they do. And then I'll pull out the car on the driveway. Just a plain black Chrysler, I think, with white walls, no, black tires. More elegant. Rich people don't have to be flashy. Though I have something sportier for Ruth. Maybe a comfortable Cadillac, comfortable to do her shopping in. And at that day, I'll come home to the house and see the gardener, and he will be clipping away at the hedges, and he will say, "Good evening, Mr. Younger," and I will say, "Hi, Jefferson, how are you this evening?" And then I'll go inside the house, and Ruth will come downstairs to meet me, and we will kiss each other, and she will take my arms, and we are going to your room. She will sit down with some catalogs of grade school in America around you. All of the grade school around the world, son. And then I will say to you, Travis, it's your 17th birthday party. What you gonna do? What you wanna be? You will be it. Just name it. Where do you want to go to school? You go to school. Whatever you want to be, yes, sir. You just name it, son. And I hand you the world. Mama, I never went to the bank at all.
You mean your sister's school money? You use that too, Walter?
Yes, all of it. It's all gone.
I seen him night after night. The red showing in his eyes, the pain moving in his head. I was seeing him grow thin and old before he was 40. Working like somebody's old horse. Killing himself. And you give it all in a day.
Mom.
Oh God, look here, John, and show me strength. Show me strength.
He gave away the money, Asagai.
Who gave away? What money?
The insurance money. My brother gave it away.
Give it away?
He made an investment with a man that even Travis wouldn't have trusted.
And it's gone?
Gone!
I'm very sorry. And you now?
Me? I'm nothing. When I was very small, we used to take ourselves out in the winter time, and on the hills, the ice-covered stone steps. And we used to fill in the snow and make them smooth and slide down them all day. And it was very dangerous, you know. One day, a kid named Rufus came down too fast and hit the sidewalk. And we saw his face just split open right there in front of us. The ambulance came and they took him to the hospital and they fixed the broken bones. And they sewed it all up. And the next time I saw Rufus, he just had a little line in his face.
What?
That was what person could be do for another. Fix him up, chew up the problem. I wanted to do that. This was truly being God.
You wanted to be God?
No! I wanted to cure. It used to be important to me. I wanted to cure. It used to matter. I used to care. And I mean about people and how their bodies hurt. Asagai asked me to marry him today and go to Africa.
He did? You ain't old enough to marry nobody. Darling, that all no bale of cotton. So please handle it so we can sit in it again. I had the chairs 25 years.
Go to Africa and be doctor there.
Yes, baby.
Africa? What do you want you to go to Africa for?
To practice there.
Girl, look, if you don't get the idea out of your head, you better marry yourself a man with some loot.
What have you got with who I marry?
Plenty. And now I think George musician.
George Mason? I wouldn't marry him if he was Adam and I was Eve.
A room furnished comfortably and tastefully but not extravagantly. At the back, a door to the right leads to the entrance hall. Another to the left leads to Helmer's study. Nora, she's outer dress and looking at a number of parcels. Helmer, her husband, come to see Nora who excitedly looking at those parcels.
All these things? Has Mari spent wasting money again?
Yes, but Frau, this year we really can let ourselves go little. This is the first Christmas that we not need to economize.
Still, you know, we can spend money recklessly.
We can borrow till then.
Nora, suppose now I borrow £50 today, and you spend it all on Christmas week and on New Year's Eve, as lead fell on my head and kill me. And
Don't say such horrid things.
what are little people called that are always wasting money?
Oh, but Torvald, I shouldn't think of going against your wishes.
It is wonderful to feel that has a one perfect safe job and a big enough income. It is delightful to think of, isn't it?
Yes, it's really wonderful.
A lady come to see you, ma'am. A stranger. Ask her to come in. The doctor came at the same time, sir.
Did he go to strike into my room?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
How do you do, Nora?
How do you do?
You don't recognize me, I suppose.
No, I don't know. Yes, of course. I seems to. Yes. Christy? It's really you?
Yes, it is I.
Poor Christine, you are a widow.
Yes, that is 3 years ago now.
It was very bad of me, Christine. Poor thing. How you must have suffered. And he left you nothing?
No,
No children?
no.
So you're quite alone. I have 3 lovely children, but you can't to see them just now. They are out with their nurse, but now you must tell me all about it.
No, I want to hear about you.
No, you must begin. I mustn't be selfish today. Today I must think of your fears. But there is one thing I must tell you. Do you know? We have just had a great piece of good luck.
But no, what is it? What is it?
Imagine my husband has been made manager of the bank.
Your husband? What a good luck!
I saw that, Isabel.
I thought your maid that said that there was a gentleman who was arrived here. That was a doctor.
Yes, that was Dr. Right. But how horrid me, Christine. I'm only talking about myself, about my family. You mustn't be angry with me. And now, please tell me all about you in more detail.
My mother was alive. Then she was bedridden and helpless. I had to provide my 2 younger brothers So I didn't think that I was justified in refusing his offer.
And then?
I had to turn on my hand anything I could find, from small shop and then small school, and soon the last 3 years have been seems like only one long working day without rest. But it's already ended, Nora, because my mother poor needs me no more. She's already gone, and my boys, the boys already get a job and they can live by themselves.
What, really? You must feel it?
No, I did. I just feel like my life unspeakably empty. No one for to live anymore. So I hope here I can be more easier to find something busy me. If I already lucky enough, I will get some register work, some like officer work.
Yeah, I understand. You mean that perhaps Thorvald could get you something to do.
How kind you are, Nora, to be so anxious to help me. It's doubly kind in you. For you know so little of the burden and trouble of life.
Those were trifles. I have not told you the important thing.
The important thing? What do you mean?
Speak quietly. Suppose Thorvald were to hear. He mustn't on any account. No one in the world must know except you, Christine.
But what is it?
Come here, I will show you that I have something to be proud and glad of. It was I who saved Thorvald's life.
Save? How?
I have told you about our trip to Italy. Thorvald would never have recovered if he had not gone there.
Yes, but your father gave the necessary funds.
Yes, that was the others and Thorvald's things, but Father didn't give us a shilling. I the one who found the money.
So where did you get it? Because you could have borrowed it.
I never said I had borrowed the money. I may got it from some other way. Perhaps I got it from some admirer. When anyone is attractive as I am.
And did your husband never know from your father that the money had not from him?
Good heavens, no! How could you think I would, Christine? It is how painful and humiliating it will be for Thorvald. So, because of that, it is impossible to do, Christine.
I think I heard Miss Linda's name mentioned here. I think I passed you up on the stair, Miss Linda.
Yes, I go up very slowly. I can't manage my stairwell.
Some internals like weakness, right?
No, the thing is, I've been overworking myself.
Nothing more than that. I think I'm supposed to come to town and amuse yourself with our entertainment.
I have come to look for work.
Let me introduce you. This is Christine who has come to town.
Of course, a school friend of my wife, I presume.
Yes, we've known each other since there.
Christine is tremendously clever at bookkeeping and she is frightfully anxious to understand government to perfect herself.
Very sensible, Mrs. Linda.
And when she heard you had been appointed manager of the bank and the news was telegraphed, she traveled here as quick as she could and traveled. I'm sure you will be able to do something for Christine. Won't you?
Oh, well, it's very likely. I may be able to find something for you.
What did I tell you? What I did tell you?
How am I thank you?
There's no need, but today you must excuse me.
Wait a minute, I will come with you.
Are you going to, Christine?
Yes, I must go. I'm looking for a room.
Oh, okay, well, we can walk down together.
Don't stand in the draft.
Excuse me, Mrs. Ringman.
Excuse me?
Forgive me, the outer door was ajar. I suppose someone forgot to shut it.
What do you want here then?
A word with you.
With me? You want to speak to me?
Can you give me a moment?
Yes, yes, I can, although...
Good. I was in Olsen restaurant. I saw your husband going down the street. May I inquire? It was Mrs. Lindy. I know her too, once upon a time.
I want that.
So you know all about it. I thought as much. Then, can I ask you, without reading the bus, that Mrs. Lindy have a job in the bank?
What right have you, Mr. Crosstad? You one of my husband's subordinate. But since you ask, you shall know. Yes, Mrs. Lindy is to have a job at the bank. And it was I who caused her pleaded, Mr. Crosstad. Let me tell you that.
Mrs. Elmer, you will kindly use your influence on my behalf.
What? What do you mean?
You will kindly see that I allowed to keep my subordinate position in the bank.
But Mr. Crosstad, I have no influence.
Listen to me, Mrs. Elmer. If necessary, I prefer to fight for my small job in the bank as I prepare to fighting for my life.
But Mr. Crosstad, you must believe me. It is not in my power to help you at all.
Then, it is because you haven't the will. I have means to compel you.
Well, do it then. It will be the worst for you. You will not certainly keep your job at the bank.
Listen to me, Mrs. Elmer. Either you have very bad memory or you know a little of business. I have to remind you a few of details.
What do you mean?
When your husband was ill, you came to me to borrow 250 pounds.
And you do it so.
Did you remember what day your father was dead?
Father died on 29th of September.
Your father was dead on 29th of September. But look at here. Your father was dead, his signature, on the 2nd of October. It is a discrepancy, isn't it? Can you explain to me? It was your father who signed his name here?
It was not. It was I who wrote father's name.
But did it never occur that you were committing a fraud on me? Let me tell you this. If I lose my position the second time, you shall lose yours with me.
Trying to frighten me like that. I'm not silly as he thinks. And yet, no impossible. I do it for love.
At last, I found a box with a fancy dress.
Thanks, put it on the table.
But I think it must have mending.
I should like to tear it into 100,000 pieces.
What an idea. This put in order. Let's just be patient.
Yes, I will go and get Mrs. Lily to come in and help me with it. Christine!
Does Dr. Rang come here every day? Is Dr. Rang a man of means?
Yes, he is.
And he come here every day?
Yes, I told you so.
But how can this well-bred man to be so tactless?
I don't understand it at all.
I'm very keen, Nora. Do you suppose I don't guess who will lend you the money, 250 pounds?
Are you out of your sense? How can you think of such thing? A friend of ours who come here every day. Do you realize what a horribly painful position that will be?
And it's really isn't he?
No, certainly not. It will never enter my head. Besides that, he had no money to lend. He come to his money afterwards. Christine, there's Torvald come home. Do you mind going into the children for the present? Because Torvald can't see dressmaking going on. Let Anne help you.
Sure.
Torvald?
Yes?
My dear, I asked you must let Crosstad to keep his position at the bank.
My dear Nora, it is his post that I have arranged to Mrs. Linda's hand.
Yes, you have been awfully kind about it, but you could just as well dismiss some other clerk instead of Crosstad.
This is simply incredible obstinacy, because you choose to give him a thoughtless promise that you will speak for him. I expected to.
That is not the reason, Torvald. It is for your own sake. This fellow writes in the most scurrilous newspaper, and you have been told me that he caused unspeakable amount of harm. I'm frightened to death of him. Good afternoon, Dr. Red. I knew your ring, but you mustn't go into trouble. He is busy with something. And you? You
know very well I always have time for you.
Which make me so happy.
But you don't know what is it yet.
Do tell me.
But Dr. Ryan, I really can't. It's something out of reasons. It means advice, help, and a favor.
Do tell me. That's haven't I confidence in it?
More than anyone else, I know you are my true stand best friend. So I will tell you something. Well, Dr. Ryan, you must help me to prevent something. You know how devotedly, inexpressibly Dr. love me. He will never for a moment hesitate to give his life for me.
You're the only one.
The only one?
The only one who gladly give your life.
Is that it?
Nora, you know that this is the opportunity that you know it already.
Yes.
What's that horrid to love you?
Mrs. Elmer,
What do you want of me?
explanation about something.
Hurry up. What is it?
Have you forget that I who keep your reputation? Well, now, I warn you, don't do anything foolish. When Herman has my letter, I shall expect a message from him. Of course, I remember you. Thank you, Mrs. Laura. Goodbye.
Kristen, come here.
Yes? What is the matter with you? Why you look so anxious?
Come here. Do you see that letter? There. Look. You can see it through the glass in the letter box.
Yes, I see it.
The letter is from Krogstad.
Oh my god. Nora? It was Krogstad who lent you the money?
Yes, but no, Torva will know all about it.
Oh my god.
How should you understand it? A wonderful thing is going to happen.
A wonderful thing?
A wonderful thing, but it's so terrible. It must not be happen, not for all the world.
I will go and see Krogstad.
Don't go him. He will do something harm.
Now, Niels, let us have a talk.
Was there anything else to understand except a clear to all the words? A heartless woman kills a man when was a great chance turns up.
You must not forget that I had a helpless mother and 2 little brothers. We could not wait for you, Niels. Your prospects seem hopeless then.
That may be so. You have no right to throw me for someone else. Did you know what they think about me here?
You seem to me you might to imply that with me you might be quite another man.
I'm certain of it.
It is too late now.
Christine, I know you're saying this. I'm sure you are. I can see in your face. I really have courage then.
I want to be a mother to someone, and your children need a mother. We two need each other, Niels. I can dare anything together with you.
Thanks, Christine. Thanks. I shall find to clear myself in the eyes of the world. But I forgot.
Yes, I know all about that.
I will ask for my letter. I will wait till Helmer's come. I will tell him he must give back my letter.
No, Niels, no. You don't need to recall your letter. The day is over, and we are not safe here for any longer.
I'll wait you below.
Good evening.
Kristen?
You are here visiting it so late.
Yes, you must forgive me. I'm so anxious to look more in her dress.
Take a good look at her. I think she is good looking at, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Did you hear?
Who is it?
It's me. May I come in for a moment?
Wait a minute.
Torva, what are you doing here?
Empty the letter box. It is quite full. I think there will be no room to put the newspaper in the morning. Nora! Nora, do you know this letter?
Yes, I know. Let me go. Let me get out.
Where are you going?
You shan't send me, Torva.
You shall stay here and give me an explanation. Do you understand what you have done, Nora? Answer me. Do you understand what you have done? No fine speeches, please. Your father had always plenty of those ready too. It's very likely that the people will think that I was the behind of your criminal action. and I have to thank you for all of this. You, whom I have to cherish during the whole of our marriage. Do you understand what you have done? Huh?
A letter for mistress.
Give it to me.
Yes, read it.
Yes, read it.
It may mean strain but of us, but I have read it. Nora. No, I have read it once again. Nora, I'm safe, Nora, I'm safe.
And I?
Of course you too. Look, he said that he grades and repents. Never mind what he said. We are safe, Nora. No one can do anything to you. It doesn't exist any longer. He said that since Christmas Eve, that you have 3 dreadful days for you.
I have fought a hard fight just 3 days.
No, don't go. What are you doing?
Taking off my fancy dress.
What is this? This cold set face?
I must talk something to you.
You alarm me, Nora, and I don't understand you.
We have been married now 8 years. Doesn't it occur to you that this is the first time you and I, wife and husband, have a serious conversation?
What do you mean by serious?
You don't love me. You only think that it's pleasant to be in love with me.
How unreasonable and ungrateful you are, Nora. Haven't you been happy here?
No, I've never been happy.
No?
No, only marriage. You have always been so kind to me, and our home is nothing. It's a playroom. But now I have been your doll wife, and it seemed like in the father's home I was his doll child, and the children here as my doll. That is our marriage fault.
What are you saying?
I'm going out from here now. I'm sure that Christian will take me.
You out of your mind. I won't allow it. I forbid you.
It's no use forbidding me anything any longer. I will take what belongs to me. I will take nothing from you.
What sort of madness is this?
Tomorrow I shall go. Shall go to my old home. It will be easiest for me to do something there.
You blind, foolish woman.
I must try and get some sense of it.
To desert your home, your husband, and your children? Do you consider what people will say?
I can't consider that at all. I think it's necessary for me.
You do not love me anymore.
No, that is just it.
And can you say that?
It gave me a great pain, Stoffel, and you have always been so kind to me. I can't help it. I don't love you anymore.
Nora!
As I am now, I'm not your wife now.
No, don't go. Wait until tomorrow.
I cannot spend the night with stranger.
Can I never be anything more than stranger to you?
That's our life. Our life together is enough. Goodbye.
No!
The story began of the many arguments that occurred. Lamov couldn't stand the debate starting from Oxen Meadow, which had ended, to the date they were. Lamov and Natalia discussed their pet dog. Natalia complained to her father and made sure that her pet dog was the better than Lamov's pet dog.
Shut up! My heart's bursting.
I shan't shut up.
What's the matter now?
Papa! Papa! Tell us truly, which is the better dog, our squeezer or his guest?
Stepanovich, I implore you to tell me just one thing. Is your squeezer overshot or not?
And suppose he is? What does it matter? He is the best dog in the district. And for all that,
But isn't my guess better? Really now?
don't excite yourself, my precious one. Your guess certainly has his good point. It's purebred, cream on his feet, as well as prune ribs, and all that. But my dear man, if you want to know the truth, that dog has two defects. He's old and he's short.
Excuse me, mister. Let's state the facts. You will remember that on the Marusinski hunt, my guest ran neck and neck with the Khan's dog, while your squeezer was left a whole first behind.
He left behind because the carnivore hit him with his whip.
My heart. And with good reasons, the dogs running after the fox. When Squeezer goes and starts worrying a sheep. My heart.
It's not true, my dearest below. I'm very liable to lose my temper. And so, just because of that, let's stop arguing. You started because everybody is always jealous of everybody else's dog. Yes, we're all like that. You too. You no sooner notice that some dog is better than yours. I remember everything.
Oh well, I remember too.
I remember too.
What do you remember?
Oh, my heart. My foot's gone to sleep. I can't.
My heart. What sort of hunter are you? You ought to go and lie on the kitchen oven and catch black beetles, not go after foxes.
Yeah. What sort of hunter you are? You ought to sit at home with your calculations and not to go training animals. You could go hunting, but you only go to around with people and interface with their dogs and so on. Let's change subject. In case I lose the temper, you are not a hunter at all. Anyway,
Are you a hunter? You only go hunting to get in with the Khan and to intrigue. Oh, my heart. You are an intriguer.
what? An intriguer? Shut up,
Intriguer.
boy punk.
Old rat. Jesu.
Shut up or I will shoot you like Patrick, you fool.
Everybody knows that. Your late wife used to beat you. Oh, my heart. My feet. Temples. Sparks. I fall.
And you are under the slipper of your housekeeper.
There. My heart burst. My shoulder come off. Where is my shoulder? I fall. I'm going to die.
Boy, I must say, water. Where's the water? Water.
What sort of hunter are you? You can't even sit on a horse. Papa, what's the matter with him? Papa, look, Papa, even faster a bit. He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead? And all dead? I'm the most unhappy of men. Why don't I put a bullet on my brain? I haven't cut my throat. I'm very careful. Give me a gun. Give me a knife. It seems to be coming around. Drink water.
I see stars. Is where am I?
Hurry up and get married. And well, to the devil with you, she is willing. She is willing. And all that, I give you my blessing. And so, only leave me in peace.
And what? To who?
She is willing. Well, kiss and be done with.
He's alive. Yes, I'm willing.
Okay, congratulations. Kiss each other.
Eh? Kiss who? I understand. It is all about you. You are the stars in my heart. I have something for you. This is for you. I'm happy Natalia stand up now.
Happy too.
Oh, what a weight in my shoulder.
But still you admit now that gets worse than squeezer.
Better.
Worse!
Well, that's the way they stop your family. Let's have something for you.
No, he's better.
Worse!
Some chill opinion.
Oh, thank you.
Champagne!